Brahma Gurudev Gurudev Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri 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 Guruji Namaha Shri Mujiji Namaha Great grace is always falling like rain. Grace is always falling. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Grace is always falling like rain. Grace is always falling. Shri 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 Guruji Namaha Shri 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 Mujiji Namaha Holiness falling in love with your own self. This is true devotion. This is love. God is When this love has no intent, it goes nowhere but to itself. It will give to you whatever form you desire. God is this love. God is this love. God is this love. Love is God. This love is great. This love is great. When you are called by this love, rest inside your heart. For this love is pure and true. It is you. God is this love. God is this love. God is this love. This love is God. This love is you. This love is true. This love is great. This love is great. This love is God. This love is God. Your heart is the light of this world. It needs to just fully be seen. Bathe in the river of your being. You need not to be anything. Peace and love is your fragrance, but the flower no one can find. heart is the light of this world. It needs to just fully be seen. Om Hare 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 Om Hare Om Hare 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 Om Hare Om Hare Hare. Your heart is the light of this world. It needs to just fully be seen. Bathe in the river of your being. You need not to be anything. Peace and love is your fragrance, but a flower no one can find. Your heart is the light of this world. It needs to just fully be seen. Oh, Hare 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 Om Hare Om Hare 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 Om Hare Om Hare Hare. Hare 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 Om Hare Om Hare Hare. Your heart is the light of this world. It needs to just fully be seen. There's no prophet to come, my dear. He's already here. No distance to travel from here. Near and near. Christ light you are. The Krishna consciousness, Shiva you are, my dear, you are. Namo Shivaya. Krishna, to go, my dear. He's already here. No, 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 phone to carry. The timeless in you. The Christ light you are. You are Krishna consciousness. Shiva, be you are. My dear, you are. Amen. No, Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. Amen. No, Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna. Christ light you are. You are Krishna consciousness. Shiva, be you are. My dear, you are.
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai. Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining in. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai.
Yes.
One of you has the YouTube as well as the Hangout. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai.
Yes.
My YouTube is on. One of you has the YouTube as well as the Hangout. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. Sunday?
What's happened to me? It was the Facebook part of the
The Facebook page.
The noise was from a Facebook
I
video
see.
on YouTube.
Seems okay now. Seems okay. From the right now, all that we have to do to be miserable is to invent some trouble. How are we going to do it? There is right now no trouble. This much is for sure. Right in this moment, even if the strongest emotions or feelings might be experienced, actually no trouble. Because right now, no sufferer entity. Sufferer entity is always a projection. of the past and future. So when I said we will invent something, if you want to be miserable, then it is always this projection. The projection of me is not the real me. Itself, it means, when we say projection itself, means it's not the real. Because what is here right now is the Supreme Lord. Sometimes when these words come, we say, it's too much. Can we keep it more regular? No, but sometimes we can say. What is here right now is only the Supreme Lord Himself, herself. Now, what game is it going to play? You want to play the suffering game, or the freedom game, or the joy game, the awakening game, or the story game, or the relationship game, or the money game? Which game will you as consciousness pick now? Okay? Please.
Maybe a stranger. I but it's not only curiosity. It's like I don't even know what is the real question, but
Yes.
something here was like wondering what's like happening to where I am while while the body is sleeping,
Yes.
and during the night. But when I wake up, it's different. But there is this gap between going to sleep
Yes.
and waking.
Yes.
So this morning came like out of wonder, like where I am. Do I this awareness or whatever?
Yeah.
Because there is no name. Does it leave body or again enter body? Yeah, I just came like this.
So this question can come, that what happens to I, which is awareness? It can also be what happens to the sense I am. When sleep is there, does it leave the body? Where does it go? So let's look at really what is happening. Awareness is. It just is. It has no time and space. There is no awareness inside the body. Then we see this. Because in sleep there is nothing, no body and nobody, and nothing phenomenal. Yet awareness is there. There is no phenomena to report on, no phenomena which is experienced, yet there is the experience of sleep. That's why we can say, I slept, then I woke up. So all of this is prior to time and space. So because it is prior to time and space, we cannot really say the question of where does not apply at all, because there is no where.
Yeah.
It's before where.
Yeah.
It's before where. Then what happens? Suddenly, it seems that I exist now. I exist now, suddenly, you see, which is called the waking state. I am come. I exist now as the sense of existence. I amness, which is called the waking state. So there was sleep, there was nothing, and there was nowhere. Now suddenly there is the sense that I am. Now I don't know yet what I am or who I am. Not in the worldly sense. Okay? And sometimes we get confirmation because a thought comes, which immediately pulls all the identity and something back into it. Is it? But just in the unassociated being, we don't even know which realm is here yet. Sometimes we open our eyes and see this, oh, this one is here. Or sometimes there's a thought which comes, or some memory which comes, some idea comes, oh, I slept late, something related to this. Okay? Exactly the same things happens in the dream. When it appears, then it just appears. And then some recollection comes, oh, this is my family, this is my house, this is where I've been living last 15 years, this is my friend, this one doesn't like me, all of this. So after the birth of this I amness, also not after in the sense of time, because still there is no time yet. I am is born, and then all the forces of time, space, attention, belief, gravity, light, all of this comes after this.
You see, my question now when you speak, it's more clear.
Yeah.
It's actually not what happens with the awareness, but where this I amness goes, and
Yeah,
does it come into existence again, like being born every morning? That's
So what happens to the I am? Because it's clear that awareness beyond time and space, nothing. So to investigate what must be happening to this sense of existence, we can either investigate where it comes from or we investigate where it goes. Isn't it? Because in the waking state it is constant, waking and dream state. It is pretty much the constant. So when we look at where it comes from, it is seen that there was sleep, which means that there was no phenomenon. And this was my experience. And I was just this awareness because there were no phenomena, so only the non-phenomenal awareness is there. So the noumenon, which is prior to phenomenon, as some people describe it. So if this is all there is, just this awareness and no phenomena, then where must phenomena come from? Where must this sense I am come from? From this itself. It can only be born from that which is, and that which is awareness. So that's why Guruji says that this is the dynamic aspect. It is not that something outside of awareness came. It is awareness itself which is playing now in the role of beingness, in the way of this phenomenal being. So just this pure seeing then modulates and a part of it becomes this pure being. When we say words like part of it and all, it doesn't really apply because there's no, for all there is, you can't really say, but for language we have to say this. So we can look at it like this. A part of this I, which is pure awareness, now becomes I amness, beingness. So it emerges from this because there is nothing else. It must emerge only from this. All else comes after this, isn't it? And then when sleep comes, where does it go? The world fades, the sense that I exist fades back into the same awareness. So just the witnessing continues, or this awareness continues, but the sense of being now dissolves. So this is what happens to the I amness. Now what happens to all the phenomenal entities and objects, including body? They were just a projection of this light of consciousness. Okay? So what happened to the character in the movie once the projector is turned off? It is no. It just dissolved. So that's what happened. So to awareness, nothing happens. To the beingness, it is born from within awareness and it dissolves back within awareness. To the objects which appear in consciousness, they were never truly present anyway. They were just projection. So the projection disappears.
Thank you. Wow. Now, okay, you explain. You said it. Explain many times. It's I sense it, I feel it. It's like an answer to the question came, but not an answer.
Can be many things which are heard, like many of you will hear this and something already might have switched off and said, okay, this, how does this help me about this awareness, consciousness, phenomena, right now it is. So it can be like that, or it could even be yes, logically it makes complete sense. But there comes a time where we are able to just check with our own experience, clicking, this is fitting. Then we have that sense, oh yes, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
I always presumed that being was inside me. It felt like even awareness is inside this body. But when I see, then I see that actually all this phenomena is experienced inside this being. So this being is vaster, broader than any phenomenal object which is perceived. And then you see that that which is aware of this is not participating in this realm of time and space at all. And yet it is always here, but not spatially here, not here in time, but always just here. This, what we spoke about, which the mind can very easily discard, is a truer story of you than any story which your mind can cook up. This awareness, playing as consciousness, being God, and this world of phenomena being born, and this world of phenomena dissolving within being itself, and being itself dissolving into this awareness. This is a truer story of us, of I, than any other story that we are attracted to. Because we are usually attracted to the story of the me. It happened like this, and then I went here, and then this happened. Oh, this one is not a true story. This one is a nice imaginary friend story.
A brief question that if the body is rising after the I am, then when the I am withdraws, the body should also like disappear.
Yeah.
But the shell is like visible in
To who?
inanimate mode.
Is it visible to you?
No, it's not visible to me.
So we can look at this. This is a good question to have because a doubt can come like this. That the body should have disappeared along with the I am. But to who? Within the projection. The projection itself disappears. You see, so it is presumed that those others are still around. So that's why I say that the dream analogy is a very good way to check this. So what can happen is that in the dream starts now. Okay, I just woke up. People said you really slept for a long time today. So they saw some shell, according to them. But where is the dream? Where are those people? What shell did they see? You see?
So it's a simultaneous creation.
Yes, so remember that
Sorry, I didn't pay attention to what you said.
just now. So I said that you have a dream. The dream starts with you waking up. In the dream state, yes. And you meet me. We're not talking satsang, we are talking casually. So I say, Suchitra, you slept almost 10 hours. Because I know you went to sleep at 10 and now it's 8. You slept almost 10 hours. So there was one who was reporting that he saw your body. But your dream just started. Is it not possible? See? So the entire content of the projection is a projection of this consciousness itself. That's why I say that we can never testify to anyone else's existence. You can come and report that. The dream could have just started for me right now, but you can come and say, yesterday I saw you on the. It's possible.
Yes, yes. It's all part really with a uniform weightage. Like
Yes, of course. There can be these other ideas which I was sharing the other day with one of you. That there can be this idea that first the brain comes. First brain comes, then rest of the world comes. Because really like this. Now, brain is primary. Within brain there is consciousness, and then the world is seen because of this consciousness. There are some people who say like that.
But they've actually seen it like the eye thought go up to the Amrita Nadi and
Wait, we'll come to that one.
Yeah,
We'll come to this one also. But if you just look at this idea that first the brain comes, where just a brain in limbo without just brain, no body, no time and space, first brain. Then within brain consciousness, after consciousness, time and space. It doesn't make sense. Where would the brain come? Brain is made up of atoms and molecules, which are part of the phenomenal existence of this time and space. Now, you were saying something about what? They've seen what? What would they? Can they see anything before the I am?
as the self, they could see the I thought emerge and from the state of sleep, and
this you're describing everyone's experience.
Taken up by the brain, and then
okay, the first part is everyone's experience.
Discharged to other all over the body.
So let's look at this. The first part is everyone's experience, isn't it? The self sees that the sense I am is here. The mind might come later and say, no, it happened too fast, all of that. But we know when we woke up, we wake up. That means the sense I am wakes up. Then what happens after the I am is a projection of this I am, whatever the experience might be. But one also accepts exactly the same thing. With these chakras and these energetic flows and all of that. It is unlimited consciousness. Once I was during my Art of Living days, we were doing all those practices and things like this, and you could sense which chakra is getting energized, what's happening, all of this. Then I picked up a Osho book and the inner journey or something. And he was describing the chakras in exactly the opposite ways as I was experiencing them. So I was saying either I am just visualizing, or this one is just either, if you want to be kind, say that the one narrator messed up or something like that. Or you can say that he is having a completely different experience. But the fact is that the sense I am is unlimited in the way it can be experienced. So all these arguments about how it is and how it should be and this is how it really is and all of this doesn't make sense. Because this light of the projector is free to play in whatever way.
Is there like a special link between the consciousness and the brain, or is it?
I don't find like that. What is the special link?
Because Krishnaji is gone into it in great detail, like about
Jai Krishna.
and the brain cells,
Not Sri Krishna.
things like that, which I could never fathom. But according to him, it was like the powerhouse of intelligence or whatever it was. But now I feel that it's not in any particular way any more special to consciousness than any other part of the body.
Exactly. It's all this oneness. This whole projection, including this body and this brain, is at the same level of projection. That's why I say that all of this is one level of illusion or reality, whatever you like to call it, I'm fine. But at this level, there is no person which exists. That is the most important point. So once we say that even here, there is no existence of a person, the ego has never existed, the separation is not possible, then suffering is gone. Then as beautiful contemplations and chats, we can chat about these things. What I see is that I have many brains, many bodies. This is living experience. A couple of those stories I even remember in this stage. You might not have heard. Have you heard? So there are three stories running seemingly concurrently right now in the experience of that which is here. One is this story of this Ananta.
They're simultaneous to you?
Yeah.
Sense like
No, not right now. But I recall from my dream state, or so-called dreams. One is the story of this one. There's another one who's big time guru. Like when there's satsang, he's up on a big stage and like hundreds and hundreds of people they come. So that story also sometimes comes. But the most prevalent one that continues and continues to come is this one. This one who has a piece of land and is obsessed with that piece of land. So earlier it used to be attacked by some animals, wild animals. So he built a fence. Then what happened is that more progress came, then it became secure and things, so he built a nice house on it. One day he just visited that house and there were other people who were living in that house. So, that story continues and it's an ongoing saga. It's been there for many years.
So
About 10.
sorting out these things?
No, not sorting out. That life is just like this life. When I'm there, this seems like, I don't actually recall whether there's any memory of this one. But in this one, there is memory of those. I've had times where the dream just starts off, seeming dream just starts off, and it seems, oh, that was more familiar than what this is. You see, because the people there were more close and they were like family. And here where I came, suddenly seemed like an alien place. And then something got used to this. So who's to say which body has the brain which is dreaming up? Is it that one body who has the land or that one body who is the guru? Who's to say? But I have experimented and contemplated and seen that there is no difference. The content of the dream itself might sound crazy now that I'm in this state. But when it's happening over there, it seems just like this. Just like the content of this might sound crazy to either of them, if there is any memory of that.
In terms of content, there is no value, no proper evaluation that you can do
How is
of what
it?
is
Because it's just consciousness. Consciousness is at the root of it. Then it is all made up of just consciousness. So everything is God or nothing is anything. These are the two things we can say. We cannot say this is more God than this. Then we are talking about energetic plates which happen in this.
Namaste.
Namaste, my dear.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. In a satsang, I was told that this is a divine play. So, is this divine play happening in this realm, or will this happen in another realm? Uh, don't know actually.
This realm or another realm.
Yeah,
This defined realm for me, what do you mean by realm?
the domain, I could say, the field.
The field of time and space?
Yes.
So, all realms, whatever realms we have experienced,
Yeah.
are post the presence of this I am. See, first, the sense I am, I exist is there. Not I am Prachi or I am Ananta, but just that I am.
Okay.
And then, once this presence of consciousness is here, then any realm can appear. The all is made up of consciousness itself. Okay? So, in some part of the play is aligned to this intuitive energy, which we call the Satguru or the divine. What it means? It is not contaminated by the sense of personhood.
Okay.
And this unassociated being is just experiencing this realm. And in this way, we call this the divine plane. Then, if being is identified as a person, and from a personal perspective, everything becomes about what's in it for me, what's happening to me, then that is pretty much hell. That is the suffering realm.
Okay.
All realms come from this light of consciousness, and how they are experienced define the quality of divinity or personhood or egoism. Because all actually is divine, because all is made up of this consciousness. But it can seem like some things seem more freeing, more blissful, more peaceful, more joyful. We find that these experiences in the same realm, this quality of experience can change depending on what I'm believing myself to be. So as I remain unassociated, then every moment is experienced, and this realm which is experienced here of time and space is felt to be divine. So that which brings you to this sense of unassociated being, that's why we can call satsang the divine play. A divine play which is happening in the overall play which is also divine. But we assign special qualities to this because this is bringing you from a sense of
Yes.
identification with the false to the seeing of yourself to be unassociated with any of these personal concepts. So then we go from the realm of personhood to the realm of the divine.
Very true.
Now it is completely possible as consciousness to create any qualitative realm that it likes. That's why I say that if consciousness itself has this sense or this urge to experience Krishna, for example, which means
Yeah.
that aspect of the divine which is playful yet so full of love, and there's a sense to experience Krishna, then Krishna has to appear in this way. Because all is an aspect of this being itself. There is nothing greater than this, except maybe you can say that that which is aware even of this is the only greater. But all of these tastes, even of the divine and the different qualities, all the gods and goddesses are there at the service of this unassociated being. That's why it is said that the Guru is the greatest channel to discover the truth, because the Guru is not restricted by any particular qualitative aspects, which even it seems like these projections of the divine are. So the Guru can sometimes be Shiva, Guru can sometimes be Krishna, Guru can sometimes be the most regular person you would expect to meet. All these aspects are completely possible in this play.
I don't know, but I've been rejected by so many gurus that uh, the word I'm scared of the word guru now. It's like, it means punishment for me.
What is true, and no Guru can deny this, is that the only true Guru is your own presence itself. all that is playing externally, even this Ananta form which is playing externally, is just a voice for this form. So there is no entity called the Guru which is here. This form of Ananta is not the Guru. It is only that some of you love this form because it is an instrument to the voice of your own presence. Your presence. That's why devotion comes to this form. There is nothing special about this form. This form is not the Guru. This form is just the instrument for the Guru. The true Guru is your own presence. So it is not really, if you look at it personally, it can seem like, yes, this Guru rejected me, this Guru is rejecting me. It can seem like that personally. But actually what is happening is, it is the Satguru within which is bringing these various forms to you.
Okay, it's a manifestation of my need to be guided. Is it that?
The external projection of the Guru is only because we are not yet ready to hear what our own inner intuition is saying. That is why the true Guru is pointing you to the Satguru within your own heart. What is speaking from here is your intuitive voice, because it is only one intuitive voice. But because we are so used to relating in terms of form, I take this example that even if you are chatting with someone online, then we say, can you send me a photo so I can put a face to the chat, I can correlate. So because we are so used to relating to form, that is why it seems like the forms of the Gurus have to appear. See, but for those who are speaking with integrity, will always say that this is just this voice is speaking the words of your own presence, your own intuitive presence is being spoken here. So there is nothing special about this form.
Okay. So this is my own intuition that is speaking through you.
Yes. And in this way, this one cannot be either rejected or reject you see.
Okay.
It is that the forms could keep changing. It's possible. Because, as we go along in school also, the teacher keeps changing based on where we are, what our level of understanding is. So the external form can keep changing. But this, your own intuitive voice, your own intuitive presence, the Satguru, which is your own heart, cannot leave you. And you cannot leave it. It is you actually. This can be, the mind can come and say, but how does this help Prachi? It doesn't, because there is no Prachi. Are you still able to hear me?
Yeah, sorry?
Are you still able to hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
Could you please explain this again?
Yes.
It's not very clear to me.
The true Guru
Yes.
sense I am. This presence I am.
Yes.
The true master. Now, what happens is that we've got so used to listening to only the voice of the mind that we are not able to distinguish between the voice of the mind and our intuitive voice.
Yes, exactly.
So because we are not yet able to distinguish between the two voices, that is why this inner voice needs an external projection. So the form of the Guru is just an external projection of this voice. And there is nothing inherently special about this form. So they are just instruments to the voice of your own presence, and they are valid only till the point where you come to this place of being able to experience the same voice within yourself. Because the true Guru is always saying, I am that speaking which is already your heart, your own presence. He is not saying that there is something special about this form. just because we are not used to listening to this from within, we are confused about what is mind and what is intuition. That is why it appears externally like this. But as you remain in satsang, you will hear the same voice, maybe not in the same way, not in the same tone, but the same qualitative presence of love and peace will accompany this inner voice. Then you will be able to distinguish between the voice of the mind, which is full of need and want, and this
Yeah.
inner voice which doesn't want anything.
Yes.
Presence, love, all of these are its accompaniments. So as you start recognizing this voice more and more, then you will see, oh, this is the voice which Ananta is speaking actually. So he's just the form of Ananta, the body of Ananta is just a vehicle for this voice to be heard. Because I was not ready to hear it internally yet. So although it might seem like different gurus have been rejecting you, the true guru cannot reject you because it is your own presence. It is you actually.
Okay. Okay.
The forms of these external instruments might keep changing for you. But even in the external world, you will never be left without a guru. Because this inner voice will appear once there is openness to hear it. It can be in this form, it can be in any other form, but it will always appear. And how will you know that this is authentic? How will you know that this is an authentic voice? That which carries the perfume of peace, that which carries the perfume of love, that voice you can trust. But you have to smell for it very closely initially, you see, because a lot of words about love and peace can be spoken without the sense of love and peace being experienced.
Yes.
In that presence where you sense this love and peace, you sense this coming home, you sense this just sense of surrendering, that voice you can trust.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
This is how you'll be able to distinguish inside also. Because many times the voice of the mind itself can come and pose as if it is the guru. It can try to sound very authoritative and say, this is what I want you to do, this is something like this. But the
Okay.
if it is not accompanied by love and peace, then it can be just rejected. Because ego and love cannot coexist. So the voice of the ego cannot be accompanied by love. The ego can be easily recognized because all it wants is something for me.
Yeah.
For me, what's in it for me? What am I getting out of this? You see? So if it is accompanied by this sense, what's in it for me, then you know it is the mind's voice or the ego's voice. If there is no wanting about it, if there is just this simple sense of love and peace, then that you can recognize as your intuitive voice, your intuitive presence.
Sometimes I feel, okay, I understand many things, but what's causing the delay?
The idea that there is somewhere to go is causing the delay.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, yes.
You see, the mind's favorite idea is that I must get to something. Because all the goals and ambitions have been based on that. I must become rich, I must have the perfect partner, now it's saying I must find freedom.
Yes.
But I am saying right now you are free. Now you can pretend to be not free by believing your next thought. And that is delay.
Okay. Okay.
The good news is that it's never a real delay. Because nothing can truly make you unfree. See, just because I was sharing, was it after satsang yesterday, maybe after satsang, after the broadcast, that just Just because you believe that you're a green-headed Martian does not
Hmm.
true for you. So just like you can believe that you're a person, but God cannot become a person because he's believing it. So this is exactly what is happening in Satsang. You come as green-headed Martian, then you say, I want the spaceship to go back home. This is exactly what is happening. I want my freedom is nothing but saying I want to get back to Mars. Then I say, but let's examine whether you are a Martian in the first place. No, 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 not that. I don't want to look at that. Just tell me the way to the spaceship. That's what I'm here for. I've been told that you can help. I say, no, no, that's not the way I can help. I can help by you looking at what exactly you are. Once the looking happens, that I was never this Martian in the first place, do I still want that spaceship to Mars? I don't. So, in the same way, when we see that I cannot be bound in the first place, then what freedom am I looking for? But what our habit has become to leave ideas about the Martians.
Okay. Do these extrasensory experiences happen, or they are just, as the doctors say, these are hallucinations?
All experiences are possible in consciousness.
Okay.
Even hallucinations are nothing but projections of consciousness.
What is the difference between a hallucination and an extrasensory experience?
Fundamentally, in no appearance is there any difference. All is consciousness.
Okay.
So don't confuse yourself right now with any of these things. Just stay with your inquiry about who you are. Then once you discover what you are, then we can say whether something was harmful or whether something is good or not. Then we see if that reference point still remains.
I really feel very calm and very relaxed just now.
This is good. So the sense of calm and relaxedness can come, and use these as opportunities to check who is experiencing them and who is witnessing them. You see, because when the mind is frantic, then the inquiry seems like it's tougher or it's not that important. Because remember that all states are coming and going. So
Hmm.
don't try to hang on to even this state of being calm and relaxed. When it is here, take it as prasad, as a gift, and say, yes, this gives me a beautiful opportunity to inquire. Remember, no matter what it is, what the experience is, this too shall pass. But what you are shall not pass.
Sometimes, yeah, yeah.
So saying in that way, then we are not attached to any experience or any appearance or any form. Everything that is appearing is just what it is. It's exactly what is meant to be. In this way, then we don't resist life and what it is bringing to us. Thank you, my dear. Come here so that they can hear you also.
If it's not so clear, like I have this feeling.
What's
like,
not clear?
If it's not so clear, I have this feeling like mix with separate sense. Immediately, like some mind confirmation or something wrong. Like when this pure I am is feeling very strong, it looks like okay, everything is right. But when it's mixed, like I'm sitting here, you are sitting here, some kind of dream state, and I'm still looking for this pure. It's like look like I don't have a tool. Like again, come to the Mars.
How can the mixing happen? How does the mixing happen? I amness is here. How will we mix it? We use the term mixing or association. We go from associated being to unassociated being, which is the same thing as saying consciousness identified as a person, identifying itself to be a person, going to unidentified consciousness, unassociated. How does the mixing happen?
It's a little bit lost in the way. Like right now, this some association and person is still looking for where is my pure awareness?
Can you stop being?
No, it's not possible. It's like, but what look like?
Just like this. Can you stop being? You see that being is here. How is it mixed? It's truly unmixed right now. It can seem to get associated only after attention and belief have gone to a thought.
You make attention going for the noise. For example, beings, when you say being, can I stop being? Is here.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
here. I'm here. But then attention immediately going to some
okay.
noise. Some noise like I'm separate. He is separate.
No,
He is separate.
attention going. It does not cause mixing. Being is here. Attention going here, attention going here, attention going everywhere is not causing any association.
Is this is
Noise is no association. Same for you. This noise. Same for you. No association happening. Association only means identity. I picked up a concept. So association means noise, attention gone to noise, and thought coming, this should stop. Once this believed, when thought is believed, then that is association.
And I want you to know the tool how we can come back from to bring attention back to this free association, free noticing. Like, for example, this sound is noticing free, but when this belief is disturbing me, oh, this is body separate from me. It's really making power.
Many thousands of people are trying various practices to control their attention. all the yogis sitting in caves, they do mindfulness, mantra, something to control attention. I have not met one who has succeeded. So many yogis you meet in Tiruvannamalai, so many sadhus. Anyone succeeded controlling attention?
I have experience.
Yeah. Usually it is not found. Easier way is to work at the level of belief. So I say, don't bring attention to orange, on fruit orange. Don't think of orange. Come, attention, come. I say, don't believe you're an orange. Easy. So don't try to control attention. Just don't give it your belief. It is enough. And once belief gets withdrawn more and more, then you will find attention also is not going so much to that. If you try to control attention, more it wants to go. Just withdraw your belief, you will find in some time attention also not going. So now you will look at everyone. Without believing anything, can you say some separation is there? Let your attention go wherever it wants. Separation needs belief. Just because attention is going does not go. See, even to label computer, body, glass, this is labeled from the mind. Without believing label, no separation, even in the appearance, just one.
What is happening at the instant of separation?
No separation is ever happening. It's only a belief.
Yes, so what is exactly happening in that moment?
That moment, what is happening is that we pick up the belief that I am this Martian. I am Suchitra, okay, to make it simpler. We pick up the sense that I am Suchitra. Therefore, there is a Suchitra which is separate from everything else. And once that separation is felt like a belief this strongly, I am Suchitra, says, okay, now I better take charge of Suchitra's life. How to take charge of Suchitra's life, then that becomes a big job. Before the separation, no Suchitra.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
It's the creation of the entity that wants to live.
Not creation, the pretending of the entity. It never becomes an entity. You see, the person never becomes an
And
entity.
somehow the entity also dissolves
Yes.
after a while. Like, I mean, I could pick up some belief and but somewhere along the way it's lost.
It is. That's why I said the false needs constant reinforcement with more and more nutrition of belief. The truth is just present. So if you're not nourishing it more and more, I'm Suchitra, I need to do this today, I better make sure I get this done. All of this nutrition to the false, then it just falls. The false falls immediately without the reinforcement of belief. The truth needs no crutches. It's just here. So it cannot survive. The false ideas don't survive. You constantly give it the oxygen of belief.
Still this belief, what you have to, when much come to the satsang, I can come quickly back to this mind machine, which is very easy to identify as personality.
It's very hard work you're doing. It can seem like I'm easily identified, but actually it's very hard work. The work is what? In believing these thoughts. There is no identity without belief. Belief is just an imagination. Too much? Sound words.
That's the main
How will you become identified? How do you become identified? Identify and show now.
Just judging or judgment.
Is it possible? Don't believe a thought and become identified. Okay, so there are some sticky thoughts then, which seem to get belief often. Then those you must pull into your inquiry. There's a strong personality here.
Yes.
I am not free yet.
Mm-hmm.
So then you pull that into your inquiry and say, who is not free yet? If it is a recurring thought, over and over it comes and bothers you, then you use that for your inquiry. Who is not free yet? Look now and tell me, who is not free?
You can just notice this strong voice.
Yes.
I'm not free, I'm not free, I'm not free.
I'm not free. Who is saying? Whose voice is this? What is the face of this one? Either find out whose voice that is or who it is talking to.
This is a beer or a cake. That's right.
It will say, I'm not free. Who? Who keeps his voice?
If I follow the questions, it's okay.
Yes. But also, it's like saying, I woke up this morning. On my phone, there was a voice message. Okay, from unknown caller. The voice message said, uh, at 3 o'clock today in the afternoon, you better be at at the bus stop, at the Manipal hospital bus stop at 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's speaking strongly. I go and I find nobody came to meet me. The next day again, this voice message is there. 3 o'clock today, better be at Manipal hospital bus stop. So I'm not going to follow. I want to know who is sending. You see, so every time it tricks you into believing yourself to be, and we keep falling for the same trick again and again, again and again. Just because the voice message comes, should we believe? I'm not free. Today I'm not free. And we check and find nobody here is not free. Nobody here is not free. We check. And again message comes, I'm not free. Nobody here who's not free. How many times we check? And still when the voice comes, I'm not free. You believe it. Just because the voice speaks authoritatively does not make it true. It also has to be experienced as the truth. I could be sitting here speaking very authoritatively and talking complete rubbish. You will check 1 or 2 days, then you stop coming. It has to resonate with your experience. But this voice of the mind, we don't check. And after checking, we see nobody here. Then we must stop believing. It's good.
We can continue in silence.
You're here for a few days?
Yes.
It's okay, the noise of the drilling is too much? Or it's okay? You're saying it's okay? The sound of some crumbling giant. We found Arjun. He's not happy. Prachi says, I understand what you say, but trying to retain requires a lot of effort. Nothing to be retained. Would it be registered somewhere in consciousness? The truth does not need to be remembered. It is the false which needs reinforcement through memory, through belief. Just forget about it and don't believe your next thought. It is enough. The truth is not going anywhere. Oh, Maya and Jogan are very sweetly explaining to someone who's new about what satsang is. And thank you, my loves. Thank you.
Master, it's true that without believing the thought, even if our attention goes to this drilling noise,
Yes.
it does not matter much. It does not bother us much. But if I will ask you that, would you prefer silence over this drilling noise, then wouldn't you say yes?
Yeah. From a state of acceptance of what is, all preferences can also be allowed. Okay? But first is the acceptance of what is. The frustration, the sense of suffering comes versus what are they doing, why do they, that is the non-acceptance of what is. And there can be, we can start with the acceptance of the non-acceptance. And then come to the acceptance of what is, and then the acceptance of whatever preference is also fine.
You might say like sometimes it's a game with like level 1 and level 2. feel like it's like level 5 going on.
So what all is there? Sensation, thoughts, and
Thoughts, just what? It's like those visuals again, same ones. Then there's like there's an aversion to the visual, so it's like I don't want to close my eyes and even look. That's what I see. And then there's emotions, so it's like fear, anger, and then physical pain. Then on top of that, someone trying to inquire into it. And so it's just like,
yeah. Actually, sometimes this kind of thing is very good because when it becomes too much, then we just leave. Really, when it has a sense of manageability, then we want to manage more. When it becomes too much, we just okay, whatever.
kind of how it feels.
Which feeling are you still concerned about?
It's still feeling,
Because you say this
like
feels,
emotional
yeah,
feeling.
some sensation or some feeling or some thought.
I would say the physical pain that is going on. And then it's hard when all of these aspects are there, like or seemingly at the same time. It feels really difficult to not believe the thought that I want to be healed or I want to believe. Those are like the two things. I just keep believing them.
To be free from this pain. So I feel that the simplest thing you could do is just stay with this question: who is experiencing any of this? Be it a thought, feeling, emotion, pain, thought, any of these. You said Fuka, I think I can only remember who's experiencing. Just stay with that question. And don't buy, just if you're not buying one thing, just don't buy this that I don't want to inquire.
Not that I don't want to. It's like I close my eyes and I see the visuals and it's like no, I don't. Not that I don't want to, but there's like a
It goes into overdrive.
yeah, like with these
Yeah,
visuals.
then with the eyes open also you can inquire. Who's experiencing the pain?
Then it seems like something inside.
Where is the body experience? The same questions apply. You see, it's coming up with the same tricks again and again. Better have something new now. The body's experience inside me. Outside you is happening, even this spatially is happening outside you.
The body?
The body is experienced where? Even now, the body is there. When you stretch your hands, you can sense the sensations. It is experience inside you, outside.
I don't know what the you is.
That's what you're finding out. This one, and I also said that this one that experiences all of this, is it separate from the sense I am, the one that we see that is being, the being that cannot be stopped. Isn't it the same being which is the experiencer of all experiences? Is it somebody else?
The last night this question came because you
Do now
asked.
and then.
Yeah, it seems like my mind is painting a picture of space that everything is appearing in.
And this
so when
picture
you
is
ask
seen
this
by
question,
who? The same being or a different one?
I
Any
don't know
experience,
I don't know what.
don't start interpreting or evaluating or judging any experience. Just pull it into your question: who's experiencing this? So mind is painting a visual: who's experiencing this? Sound is coming as disturbing: who's experiencing this? Thought is coming: who's experiencing this? His body, head is moving like this, who's experiencing this? Whatever the content might be, who is experiencing it? I am or someone else? This I am is what? Is it not the same being when we inquire and we check? Can I stop being?
Right now, I'm not sure.
That's why it's a contemplation. But this contemplation is the end of the sense of an individual sufferer, the sense of the idea that this body is suffering. And if it is this body which is suffering, then this mouth is the voice of this body. Then why does it need thoughts to communicate? Who is the experiencer of all this phenomena? As well. Is it separate? Is it different from this being? No. So all the hints are here for you. The answer is already actually here with you. But in sleep state, no experience. In waking state, is experience. So what is born in waking state? This experience. So what is this one? Who is this one?
I said experiences.
Experiences are present because there is the sense of an experiencer which is present. Experiences are tasted. a more intimate way than even the knowing. There is a knowing that is, okay, that's not enough. There is the tasting of any experience. Who is tasting? We say that 10 years ago I had this experience. We also say that the body is experiencing. That body is not the same body which is here now. Every cell has changed. And yet we say, I had that experience. Who is this I which had that experience and also having this experience? There is something prior to body. My body has been experiencing this. Who is? I've given you the answer. It is this being I am. So you just have to tell me and show me how I'm wrong. So the question simply is, who is the experiencer of these experiences, whatever they mean? The answer is, it is the being. Unless you are able to prove me wrong, then I will accept it. So, I was wrong all these years.
So what do you mean when you say being?
Yes, can you stop being? What cannot be stopped? Why do you say I cannot stop being?
Because I'm here.
I am here. What is here? I am.
But I can't, if the body wasn't here, then I was here.
The
So
body
it feels
wasn't
like
here.
I'm.
Yes, but you can say like that, but many have reported things like out of body, near death, all these experiences.
So
There's
what
always
is
this
here?
body which is there. There's also other bodies. So, you see what is happening. Yes, yes, that's a body. Whose body is that? Why do you say that was my body, now this is my body? Who is this me? If it was dependent only on body, then it would not be able to switch body. There is a sense of the experiencer which is prior to the body. This being.
So it's going on a bit like it's not on YouTube.
It's not
It's not like broadcasting to YouTube.
not broadcasting.
Saying that
Yes, there's something wrong. It says only one watching.
they're all saying.
Or did you stop the broadcast? How long were you out? Only for a minute or
I didn't stop it. I just left and then we joined just to.
but it still has a stop broadcast button there.
Yeah.
The experience is it. So we can just check on the YouTube chat whether you're still able to see this. You can let us know. Maybe there's something wrong with the counter.
No, it's not that. It's like they're saying on YouTube that they're not able to watch it, and when they press refresh, it's just playing the same part of Satsang from the previous part. So they're
I
saying
could be sitting here speaking very authoritatively and talking completely. The experience is it. I could be sitting here speaking very authoritatively and talking completely. You will check 1 or 2 days, then you will stop coming. You have to resonate with your experience. No, it's not playing here. The experience is different. It's playing the same part over.
Yeah.
That's it then.
I can make a new one if you want.
No, it's good. Nice satsang.
Namaste, Guruji.
See, my dear.
It's getting better now.
Getting better? What is?
I mean, the communications in, yeah. It was falling all the time, dropping.
I see. But the YouTube is still not working.
It's working here.
But this Hangout is working, yes. This Hangout is working, but the YouTube is not playing.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, so welcome, my dear. Thank you. David says the signal seems really poor. That's the section that keeps repeating. I see. Okay. Hangout is really crackly and delays in others speaking and breaking up too. Okay. Sometimes you have to listen to life. Oh, Trupti says it's okay there. So if someone has a strong question, you can come. Otherwise, we are good for today. All good? You can sing a song or two. You're good? Found the experience? We might switch the question if it doesn't help by tomorrow. What are we singing? Which one? Shankar. It's a request for Shankara Karuna. You can sing. Shankara Karuna Jagadishwara Parameshwara Shankara Karunakara 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 Jagadishvara Parameshvara 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 Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Leaving tomorrow what time? Before satsang or after? Okay. Thank you all so very much for being in satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai.
Satguru Shri Ananta Ji ki
Jai.